All right, now we're going to clean the CB data sheet. And what did I say in the rubric? We are going to fix the header, keep only the column for where the sum level is 40. Those are the states. I pulled the data dictionary from where I got this data. And so things that aren't 40 don't correspond to states. We'll see that. And then we're going to keep the columns region, name, and the population estimate in 2022. So let's go ahead and look at our raw CB data, and we are going to copy it. And then we're going to paste it here. The first thing we're going to do is go to our table and make it so that it's a range. Okay, this time the headers are good, but do you see these are not states? We want where the sum level is 40, that's what we want. So all of those rows we're going to delete. And do we have 52 columns? We have 53. Oh, we've got to get rid of Puerto Rico. I'm not sure why it has a 40. So let's delete that row. Okay, so now we have 52 states. So now I can get rid of this column because I'm done using it. And we have these regions and we have the division. We're going to work with that in a minute. But first it said we're going to keep the region. We're going to keep, what did I say? Keep region, keep region, the name, and the population estimate. So we're going to get rid of division. There's too many divisions. I thought it was a complexity for this project we don't want. We don't need the state number. This is the state. And I said we're going to keep the estimated 2022 population. So we can get rid of this. We're going to keep that. And we're going to get rid of all of this lovely data that there's so much that we could learn from, but not for this project. Okay, so now we have some more doable information in our clean sheets. Now, something that I want to do, I'm going to just look through my clean sheets again. So that all looks pretty good. That looks good. But on the clean WPR, I do see some information here. And on the actual data table, it would come across as a little more clearly, but what it says is it's $92 if you're greater than, if the person's greater than 18, and $120 for less than 18. We're going to say that this is for adults. So I'm going to add a comment. We're going to insert a comment that this is the fee for adults. And I'm actually going to go to the data dictionary and say that this is the fee for adults for being pulled over for the violation. Okay. So we can get rid of this. $10, or if they're young, $51.50. Whew, okay. $25 plus a point on their license. We're just talking about the fee. I want to format that as a dollar as like the rest of them. So we're going to go to home. We can go to number, and that's going to be a currency with no decimals, actually 2 decimals. This is a $30 for the driver. Okay, we'll do $30 for the driver. The driver's an adult. $50. If it's not the driver, it's $50. I looked it up. It's $200 for the driver. $45 for the second offense. So we're going to say now that we have the fee for adult drivers on the first offense. Do you see there's a lot more that we could write in a lot of notes? So I'm just going to add a note here, insert a comment. It's $45 for the second offense. Presumably nothing for the first offense. And again, I want to make that a $sign. So we're going to format currency. Okay, $25 for the driver. Now, I should have been adding notes. Insert, comment, deleted passenger information all along. I would change that if I were going to be turning this project in. Okay, so now that is cleaned up. So that's the WPR. So on the rubric, I said we had to delete the covered and seat columns and adjust the formatting of the fee column in some cases to adult drivers on first offense. Data can get very detailed. Okay, now we have 3 data tables. What I want to do is I want to make sure that the state is the first one in each data table, and I want, did I miss one? Seriously, I just did it on the raw data table. Okay, again, in the spirit of if I were to do this all over again, I'd do it better. I'm going to just copy the raw stuff here. All right, so now I want to make sure that my table for all 3 of them are sorted according to the state. So let's go ahead and sort according to state. Custom sort according to state, column A. And yes, A to Z. Let's make sure they are all like that. So we want to name this one state. I want to get rid of this complexity here and just go with state. And I want to make sure that we are sorted. Column A. See, I could say this, my data has headers. My data has headers. So state, sort according to state, A to Z. Let's come back here. Notice where I said my data didn't have headers, it put the word state somewhere below. So let me undo this. I want to come back to the other table because I want to show you how, like, you know, it's easy to mess up. So now I'm back here and I want to sort, but I want to mention my data has headers. So now I have the header state. There we go. I've already sorted that one, but we undid it, so I'm going to fix this again. And we want to sort, custom sort by, my data has headers, by state. I know it can be annoying to watch someone like do something wrong, but things that are done wrong happen all the time, and I think you can learn from that. Now, I want the state to be first, so I'm going to put that first. Delete that, and I want to make sure that we are sorted by state. State A to Z. Okay, so on the rubric, at some point it says you need to sort. And so here, you must use find, replace, or sort from the editing ribbon. We used sort to make sure all 3 of the clean data tables were sorted by state A to Z. That's one thing that we did. Okay, and then the last part is I'm going to bring this all to the overall cleaning table. So this one, I'm going to copy to the overall cleaning table. And the second one, I'll put it right here. And then the last one. Whoops. I meant to put that over here. So we have the second one. Such fun. We're going to put it on the all. And then the last clean data table, I'm putting it on the all. So now we have all 3 of our tables. And we're going to make sure that everything, just to double check that everything is in the right lining up with all 3 tables. We did this once. We said if, now I'm going to check if this equals this, right match. Otherwise, right doesn't match. And this matches, and let's just see what happens. Aha, match all the way through. This one doesn't match. Ah, why? District of Columbia, District of Columbia, District of Columbia. Let me fix, and now it matches. That was good to know. Okay, and so now I could combine this, but we've verified that the first 2 tables match. Now let me verify that the second and third match, and then we'll know that everything's good. So if that one equals that one, match. All right. Do we have all matches? Oh dear. Come on. All matches, so we are good. Okay. So what that tells me now is I have my state name, but I don't need to keep doing state names. I can just have the state name once. I'm going to get rid of all formatting, clear all formats. Here, there's like a weird issue with this. So I'm going to, oops, I did that again. I'm going to click on store it as, we'll convert it to number, that's fine. Now, what else looks weird? primary for less than 18. So for New Hampshire, they do have a law for less than 18. I'm going to add that as a comment. Insert a comment. New Hampshire has primary for less than 18, but no law for greater than 18, and we're talking about adults. So there's no law there. And I'm just looking again to see if there's anything else that pops out. These decimals, so those make sense. Those are fees. Everything else is looking reasonable, and I think we'll tackle other stuff in the next video.